I'm delighted to be joined today by Sara Nikamalfard, who is a master's student at Queen Mary, a pianist, and is receiving one of our 2021 Music Awards this year. It's very nice to be joined by you, Sara.
Hello, thank you.
Now, tell me, Sara, you come from Iran, and this is your first trip to England, and you are now living in London.
Yes, I just arrived in London about 1 month ago, and now it's locked out, and I'm locked in my room.
The only part of London you've seen is a little fraction of the East End near Queen Mary. And I suspect you're itching to go traveling around England and seeing the sights. That's not going to happen yet, is it?
No, I'm afraid not. I've just seen Queen Mary and the library, but I cannot wait till the Octagon gets open and I get to visit Octagon as well.
Of course. And one of the things I know that we've been fortunate to get for you, because otherwise it would have been a nightmare, as all the music rooms are out of action and out of bounds because of all the reasons that we know, we were able to get a keyboard to you. And I think that arrived earlier this week.
Yes, exactly. It's there, and it's the only hope I have these days in my room, apart from my studies. Yes.
It is your solace. Good. Well, I'm delighted that we were able to do that for you. Now, what are you studying for your master's degree?
So I'm doing masters in computer science, and it's only 1 year.
But I know that there is an element, or you would like an element in your future studies to be connected with music. Is that right?
Yes, thankfully, Queen Mary is one of the very rare universities who offers courses in computer but integrated with music, such as artificial intelligence and music, sound engineering, which are really interesting courses. And if I decide to do PhD, I will definitely choose one of these courses at Queen Mary.
Well, quite right too. The Centre for Digital Music does produce some really exceptional results and exceptional work, and it's actually got some very lovely people working in it, hasn't it?
Yes, yes, definitely. I have attended some of their classes, and they are very helpful and they're just brilliant. Yeah.
Where did music begin in your life? Has your family been surrounded in music, or is this something that just came to you? And how did you develop it in your youth?
So it all started back when I was 5, and my sister was 12 years old, and she used to have keyboard private teacher. And I remember that how I used to just wait for her classes to finish, and as soon as it finished, I jumped on the keyboard and tried to copy what she was learning from her teacher. And then when as I grew up, I was about 14 or 15, when I used to listen to classical pieces, then it was my mom who observed this, and she said, when you love listening to classical pieces, why wouldn't you play them yourself? And she said, I'm sure if you play them yourself, you would just enjoy it more and more. And but up to until when I got 15, I used to play the keyboard. Then I just started playing classical piano, and my world just changed by that.
Where is your home, and where were you doing this? Where were you brought up?
So I was brought up in Tehran, Iran, and this is where I attended all my piano classes, and I was part of my university's music society. But the most of the classes were just, I mean, I didn't do that much at university. We didn't have so many opportunities there due to some restrictions for girls, but uh, my piano teacher did had the most impact on me for pursuing it, and my passion about piano.
I know, and of course, luckily, the piano is an instrument which you have such a rich repertoire that you can develop your own skills on your own and pursue that. But was that one of the reasons why you wanted to come to London, because of its rich musical heritage, even if this year you've not been able to access any of it?
Yes, definitely. To be honest, when I was looking for computer science courses, there were some universities in London that I was looking for. But as soon as I realized that Queen Mary is offering music scholarship, I made my decision and said that Queen Mary is the one, because they value music. And I'm really lucky that I chose Queen Mary and got accepted here.
Well, we're delighted to have you. An absolute pleasure for us. So, in your musical journey, has there been, often with people, there's a moment or a special event that stays in their memory? Is that been the case with you? Has there been some concert or some person that you've met, some special musical moment that you will always treasure?
To be honest, the most memorable um, moment for me was when I got accepted for Queen Mary Musical Scholarship, because I knew it's the doors to so many opportunities for me, and indeed it is. Unfortunately, I haven't had the chance to meet any musicians in my own country. But I'm pretty sure that I will have this opportunity here in London to play with so many famous musicians, and um, musicians like Queen Mary. I'm really delighted to be here.
And it's possibly too early for you to say at this stage, but I'm presuming that you want music to be part of your life. Is there a way in which you might want to explore that, or you're considering exploring that?
Definitely, I will never give up on music, and it's the part that cannot be. Um, it will always be part of my life, the important part of my life. And as I mentioned earlier, I will definitely, if I choose to do PhD, I will do it with music. And I would love to have opportunity to play with other instruments.
How important is music to you this year, at this time when you are confined to your room, having to do all your studies online? How valuable is that keyboard, for instance, to you?
I cannot just explain it with words, because I could never think of days like this when we are stuck in a room and we have to just scroll down pages on a laptop. And my keyboard is just, it's like um, giving life to me. And this is the only moment I feel I'm alive. I'm doing something apart my studies, because otherwise everything else is just done online. And
Well, quite right. I think we all feel the same. And the creative arts are, in fact, what give us solace. A very wise person said, science is essential for life, and art makes life worthwhile. And I think that's absolutely right. You're going to introduce three pieces of music to us. I can tell exactly whose music you love most of all among composers. So tell us about the first piece of music.
so my first choice is Chopin's Waltz in C sharp minor. This is such a memorable piece for me, because it was about 2 years ago when I wanted to play this piece for vast number of audiences. And as soon as they announced my name to go and play this, we realized that my sister has gone to hospital to give birth to my niece. And I got shocked, surprised, and stressed all at the same time. I didn't know what I have to do. But then I just concentrated and said I'll just do my best. And surprisingly, I won that competition. So this is one of my best memories about.
Oh, very nice. And now your second piece, more Chopin. Many pianists choose Chopin. There is something special about Chopin for pianists. And this is a nocturne. Which particular nocturne is this one?
It's the Opus 9 number 2-1. I haven't had the chance to play this piece myself yet, but it's on my top priority to play it as soon as the classes, um, music rooms open, and I can continue my classes. It's just such a magical piece for me.
And your third piece, which is the lighter side of Chopin, or a piece inspired by Chopin called The Marriage of Love by Paul de Sonneville. Tell us a little bit about this.
To be honest, I think of love something that we cannot talk about with words. So if I want to describe love, I would say this song is just fabulous. It describes what we call love. Whenever I listen to it or whenever I play it, I just play it with passion and love for whoever I love.
Well, it's very nice to hear that. And Sarah, it's been very nice getting to know you as I have over the last few months. Although we are yet to meet, it is, of course, for me, a very surreal experience, having had an almost 40 years of working in higher education, never having met any first years. So it is a moment I think I look forward to enormously, and I'm looking forward very much to introducing you to a whole host of other musicians other than online, so that you can make music together. But in the meantime, we wish you every success with all your studies and your piano lessons, and much joy with your keyboard.
Thank you so much, Paul. It was really nice talking to you, and I look forward to see you in person very soon.